Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Sieg and Curt Johnson and Candida coming at you. In fact, I'll let you see us full screen here. Hi, everybody. I'll give Ann a better introduction in case you're new to the e-commerce business school here in just a moment. But our always, besides the young lady here, special guests are our new members. Man, they are just pouring in. Welcome to the e-commerce business school. We are really glad that you're here on Saturday mornings. We call this Saturday Morning Live. We try just to provide some value, like get you to know us, some of our trainings. Sometimes we do trainings and so on and so forth. And we're all really excited because coming up very, very quickly is the Trifecta in 2 weekends in Minnesota. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and just got off a call, Ann, with a gal, awesome gal named Connie. I hope she's on the call today. She said she would be. And just coming up through the ranks, finding out about us and who we are and what we do. And so that's part of what Saturday Morning Live is also. There's so much here. Sometimes we just have to pause and say, this is one aspect of the e-commerce business school of which you founded now 5 or 6 years ago, Ann. So I'm going to turn it over to you to go ahead and talk about the e-commerce business school, and I'll hit the next slide of introducing Candida here as soon as you tell me to. So Ann Sieg, CEO, founder, awesome entrepreneurial woman. Take it away.
All righty. Thank you, Coach Curt. Good morning, everybody. Hope you have your morning cup of joe with ya. Got my e-commerce business school mug. All right. So a little background about us. We really pride ourselves on being a high-level training and mentorship platform to help really people see the value of what we offer here through e-commerce training. And we have a guide, 3 pillars that help lead to e-commerce success. And they are cash flow, asset building, and systems automation. And through that formula that comes through in all our different courses, that helps you have the potential for truly a fully automated business. And so our trifecta, for example, that's coming up is focused on our cash flow arbitrage courses. And like Coach Curt said, that's coming up in 2 weekends. We have separate workshops for our 3 different arbitrage courses. But if you come to all 3, you're participating in the trifecta, as our very special guest here did 1 year ago. Well, actually, you were at, it's been so many events. We're going to show a whole bunch of slides for that. But you were at our most recent trifecta workshop, which was in Dallas. So a very warm welcome to Candida Lillard. Hi, Candida.
Hi, Ann. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. And this is a very special day and announcement. And it's going to be even more special for those who come to Trifecta, because when I say that we offer mentorship, that includes our high-level e-commerce masters program, where we have a career path where people through our TLC program, it's optional, trainers, leaders, and coaches have the potential for certification and have a career path. And that is indeed our big announcement, is that Candida is one of our newest certified trainers here at the ECommerce Business School. So she will be receiving a very beautiful plaque for a job well done, highly well deserved, as a really awesome member of our community, both in her accomplishments and I have to say in her mentorship. And she does lead and guide our top mastermind group in the entire community. And she's just done an incredible job with that. So I think a lot of you probably know who Candida is, because she answers so many questions in our group pages. So I think it'd be fun for Candida to share a little bit of her background and how you got here and what got you going inside the e-commerce business school.
Well, I have to first say, yay! So I am a double certified HR professional. And so that was my corporate job. And I did that for over 12 years. And then I had a baby and I decided I was going to stay home. And if you've ever made that change, it's very hard. And I don't know how to stay home. And so after a few months, we decided to buy a skating rink. And so that gave me the flexibility to be home with the kids, but I still had somewhere to go and something to do. And so after a few years of that, I was kind of over that. And you're video got sent to me. My dad seen it on Facebook, sent it to me because I've been an extreme couponer. And he said, hey, this is like what you do already, but you could sell on Amazon. And so I bought the course and I moved right on up, and here I am. And it just kind of became natural, helping people on the pages, the group pages, because I was new. And I remember being out at the store and having a question and going, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And then you ask the question and then you literally feel frozen. And it's hard to kind of get out of that. And so I remembered that feeling. And so anytime I've seen a question in the group, if I'm there, then I try to answer it so that person can keep on rolling with that momentum. And it's just kind of slowly progressed. It's kind of just been a natural progression, honestly.
Why don't you share too? You've come to a number of our events. In fact, the very first event that we had after you joined, you were there, the ECommerce Business Summit, I believe it was in April.
Yes.
So what were your thoughts? You've been a human resource manager. Is that the right title? A manager?
Yes.
All right. So you know what it means to help manage people in a job situation, a job setting, and have that professional background. I don't know if you had seen other training out there, that you had anything to compare against, or what was it that you found at the ECommerce Business School? Twofold. There's the training. Did it work for you? And secondly, the community aspect, in terms of here you are about a year and a half later, you're very much still with us and very, very active and engaged. So what did you note between those two components, the training and the events and mentorship?
When I went, I'd already went through the training online. And so I thought, okay, I've done this. And when I went, the training was different. It was more. And the training we get online, it's all there. Everything's there to get you to the end goal. But when you go to a live event, they add those little tidbits, or you pick up little tidbits at each event. And so the training is phenomenal that you get there, but everyone is approachable. From you to Coach Curt to the coaches themselves, Coach Danita, Coach K, everyone is approachable. I mean, no one's like, okay, I've already done my talk. You know what I mean? Like, my time's done. Everyone's approachable. You can ask questions. But then the peers that you're sitting with, those become your friends. Those become your allies. Those become the ones that help you when you're stuck. I mean, those relationships, I mean, I can never say enough about those. I have great friends. Some of us talk every day. We share things between us. And so those relationships, they grow organically. And sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, you need to definitely surround yourself with the people that have that same goal you have, that have the same vision, because not everybody understands what we do. And so those people, you've heard me call my tribe. I have a great tribe, and the positivity, and not that we don't have bad days. Sometimes we do, but we're there to get each other back on. But all of that is thanks to those relationships made at the events. This trifecta coming up in 2 weeks, this will be my 5th event, and I've been with you guys just over a year now.
And so the fact that you keep coming to events, I take it to mean it's helped to further enhance your business and those relationships. I know you have really strong relationships such that I marvel at what has happened within your own mastermind peer group. And there's like this flywheel of further knowledge expansion and sharing, as you are all members of our community, but in our peer mastermind group, which is a part of the ECommerce Masters program. I marvel at what has come out of your group, but I don't know that group would have been so cohesive if not for the fact all of them have come to events and multiple events. And so this bond that happens, maybe you can talk about that, of what it means to have a peer group that's at our highest level, and what has come out of that, the kind of help that you get from each other.
I am so thankful that we do have the peer group. I heard the question yesterday is, are there too many people selling on Amazon, and the people that go to events, aren't they your competition? Yes and no, but not really. In the mastermind, if we find a great deal, we share it with everybody. Amazon is big enough that we can share our finds. Or, hey, you know what I mean? There's been complaints about this product. Make sure you stay away from this brand, whatever it is. Or, you know what? I found a better way to do this. Or, oh my gosh, I found a wholesale distributor that helped me get ungated in all the top toy brands. Okay, great. So then we do a training and we share that amongst each other to help one another grow, because ultimately we're all here to grow. But if we can help each other along the way, there's no harm in that. We just keep getting better and better.
So what I'm hearing is it's not so much an issue of the competition from your peers. It's actually through your peer group, your businesses go to the next level because you're sharing. This is small, mind you, everybody. This is what, 6, 7 people tops. It's an intimate group. And this was, as when I designed the ECommerce Masters program, that's our top mentorship platform. That's really designed for the people who they're all in. They have gotten the proof that e-commerce works, which you got very quickly. Your first month, I think 1,000 in sales. So you're like, okay, it works. And that's typically what people are looking for, is just that confirmation. Does it work? And then they're re-careering. So that re-careering happens a lot faster or in a very supportive manner when you've got that peer group.
Absolutely. And you have those people to help you along the way. You do need that proof of concept, because you get these few items and you're like, okay, let's see if this is really going to work. Those items sat on my bedroom floor for a few weeks. And then I was like, okay, they're not going to make me any money sitting on my bedroom floor. And I sent them in. And the first day they got to the warehouse, it sold. And I was like, oh my gosh, it worked. Let me run out right now. So I ran out and I bought more and I started feeding the beast. And my goal, my first month, was just $500. I just wanted my initial money back. I made it was $1,000. And It was like, oh my gosh, okay. So now I can go shop. And so it just naturally kind of starts snowballing. And then now, a year later, I lead TLC. I have a great group, 6, 7 people. We meet every week. We share. And even when we're not meeting, we have a private Facebook group where we, post comments, questions. We share videos with each other. And we're all rooting for each other. I think that's the main thing. And when one of us is down, we help. We pull that person up. And so, we're all in this together. We talk about, we're arm in arm and we're going to get to the finish line together.
That's
and I
awesome.
think that's important. Yeah. And all of that goes back to events. You make these connections and these relationships at the events. And everybody is approachable. And that's what I love about that. And then when they're training, you hear a little, this will be my 5th event, but even at the last one, it was like, oh my gosh, did I already know that? Or did I just forget? So you get these little nuggets every time and you're able to implement those. And I must say, the Trifecta in Bloomington, I love that location, because at my first event, the 5-day summit, we went over to Mall of America and we actually sourced after class one night. So a whole bunch of us went, and there we were sourcing, and so some of the people that were just learning, that was their first time to source. That was their first time to purchase. And then when we got back to the hotel, someone brought their printer and items, and they made their first shipment right there from a live event from start to finish. And so you get to actually help others and do and be in that environment while we're all online, and we can talk to each other every day. There's just something about being together. It's that making that connection.
And I'm going to jump in there just for a moment. Welcome, everybody. Big crowd here today. Hi, everybody. I'd really like to know, Candida is such a go-giver. All right. How many, give us a comment in the box. How many here live, or you're listening to a recording later, has Candida helped you? And this is your chance to thank her. It's that go-giving attitude that permeates the e-commerce business school, of which Candida exemplifies, to say, if you want to give her a big thank you right now, be a great time to do it. And also, Ann, I need to play a little bit of, protection here. What Candida has, you can have. But you're going to go through the same process that Candida is. All available to you. The live events, the mentorship, the programs, ECommerce Masters program. She mentioned TLC, which is trainers, leaders, and coaches, which Ann, I think, is going to talk about in a moment. On and on. So what I want you to do is just follow the path that Candida did. What I don't want you to do is go personal messaging, pinging, and going after Candida. That's not fair. That, yeah, there you go, man. That is not fair because I know what happens after something like this, Candida. Oh, people want hope, and we're giving you hope right now. And so, if you're looking to take that next step, upgrade, come to an event, whatever, just reach out to us. You can talk to me, you can talk to Ann, you can talk to Cher. We're here as a school to help you find your path to success. And so, Ann, I hope that was an appropriate exhortation.
Oh, I think very much so. And
Yeah.
we actually have a policy that people are not to private message the coaches, in that it's not fair to them. They have earned their stripes to become a certified coach. And instead, people need to go through our e-commerce business school in order to access our professionals, because it is indeed a professional platform. So you were wanting me to share about TLC, Coach Curt, and TLC, it stands for Trainers, Leaders, and Coaches. So the little backstory is I had run a sports gym for 15 years, and it was through that I groomed up, it was a gymnastics gym, and I groomed up my future coaches. And they had my same philosophy. They had come through, the progressions that I taught. It was very linear, and I had a certain way of teaching and coaching. And so I developed my own coaches. It was amazing because they would start as little girls, and then they went through high school, and before you knew it, they were professional coaches with me. And so the same here at the e-commerce business school is we do have a philosophy that is focused around how we treat people, and it's distinct, and it's what we do here. And we take a lot of pride in that because we know the care and attention to the individual and who they are is really important. And then we also have our professional training, which is linear step by step. And so we have our TLC program, which Candida referenced. She heads up our top mastermind group there, but that's where people go through a certification process to then become a coach. And it is very hard earned and well deserved. Candida, you've gone on to learn other methods. Like you said at the beginning, you're not one to just sit at home. No, not the Candida we know. You go with full gusto. And I saw that you do that with print on demand. So maybe you can share that we have other trainings, other methods that people can learn. And so you've gone through a number of those.
So another method is print on demand that you just mentioned. And I built an e-commerce web store. I have the Sleuth Shop, and it is a true crime based store where I have like the mugs and t-shirts. I make my own designs, and then I get to print them on mugs and t-shirts and anything you can possibly think of. And I had a really good last quarter. I started making taking advantage of the holidays, and I had a Father's Day mug, and it took off, and I sold over 120 items. I think I had 80 sales, but I sold multiples. And so I did really well. Even July has just started, and every day this month, I've already sold a mug on Amazon. Awesome. And that's with no advertising, nothing going on. I'm just selling mugs and wine tumblers.
Awesome.
And so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm actually gearing up for fourth quarter. I'm starting to get all of my mugs built and everything. So that way when fourth quarter rolls around, I can focus on that. So I'm now preparing, getting everything built POD wise, but it's a great avenue because you don't have to have the overhead of inventory. And so I can sit here and create 100 products, but I don't actually pay for anything until someone buys. And so I probably built 100 products in my first day because I have thousands of products available.
Yeah, I remember it took you moved with record speed, and I think you had, was it almost upwards of 10,000 last summer? I mean,
yes.
It was insanely fast. You're just cranking it out, 10,000 different products on your print on demand store. So I'll just say you've covered a wide gamut of our different sourcing methods or selling methods on Amazon. So we're very excited about Trifecta. One, to give you your plaque and do the fun pictures that we do when people get certified. It is a very esteemed position here inside the e-commerce business school, and so well deserved. You have such a heart for helping people, and you will be at a professional level for people to access. So you've done exceptionally well. What can you say for encouragement? We talked about the events. I mean, myself, my feel is we can only go so far in an online venue where you go into a back office. You can only go so far in the experience. You've been to 5 of our events. One of them is 2 weeks away and it only comes twice a year. And Q4 is coming. So maybe you can speak into, here you are already ramping up for Q4 and it's 2.5 months away, but your recommendation for people to come on up to Minnesota and be there in Bloomington in 2 weekends here.
Oh, if there's any way possible, just make it happen. You won't regret it. The training, the little nuggets, I mean, there's just these little nuggets that come out. Or maybe you heard it actually in the training, but it doesn't sink in until you're there. Or maybe someone will ask a question. It's just that interactive style and being with other people and learning, and those side conversations that you have, or the hot tub conversations that you have. But there's so much information that I've been through the training several times, and it's still like, oh, and I've been to several live events, and it's like, oh yes, I forgot about that. I need to start doing that. And so each time you go, you walk away with something new. So, and the relationships, I've talked about that. I mean, they're incredible. I don't know, you just have to go. You don't know what you're missing out until you go. And then once you go, you're like, okay, I need that. And I like to go just for the interaction with people. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And so sometimes it's just me and my 4-year-old. And so I do like that adult interaction. And it helps, me feel like, man, sometimes I miss the people of the corporate world, just the interaction. And so it helps give you that, because we are entrepreneurs. We're kind of out here on a plane by ourselves, it feels like. But when we're there, we're surrounded by other people.
And I would say too, it is 3 workshops, but if you can only make it to one, at least make it to one. If you're in Shop Your Way to Wealth, by all means get there. You will more than make it up. As Kay Curtis says, she earns her money back from any investment into our training within 2 weeks. And she's a doer. So if you know you're a doer, you will more than make that money back just by your application of what you learn. So Coach Curt, were you going to go into, we wanted to share about, I know you have your slide there.
Yeah, you just mentioned Kay, and I showed the picture earlier. This certification, Candida, but I want everybody here. It's a really big deal. I have a picture here, and of you presenting Kay Curtis with her certification at an event, and then Sarah Sutis. So you'll be up there, Candida, getting that nice plaque and being honored in that way. And the path, we've told Kay and Sarah's story too. They are formal business partners now, along with really, really great and best friends. The career paths you mentioned earlier. Got a picture here of you presenting Sharon Irwin with her certification, and her career path led to being on staff here with me at the ECommerce Business School. Mike Farrell, I think he's probably been to more events than anybody ever in our community. And so, so it's just great, so on and so forth. So, the relationships and on and on. So I guess I would just echo, get to Minnesota and see Candida get her certification. But we also got some other surprises happening. One is going to be, by the way, Sunday night, we're going to be giving away something. And then at the event itself, we're going to be giving away something, a really, really big deal. And so if for no other reason, and there's tons of other reasons, we are going to be giving away a full scholarship gifting to the ECommerce Masters program for those that are in the seats in July in Minnesota. So Ann, why don't you talk a little bit about EMP real briefly? I got some slides here to share with the people what that is and what we're going to, just another motivation to get to Minnesota.
Well, ECommerce Masters program is the Masters. When you think of like a master's degree, it is truly, and I was, yesterday, we shared the details of upcoming Trifecta. I do not think any college system compares to what we put together in, not only in the ECommerce Masters program, but in the hands-on and in the training and the workshop. I never got to talk to the professor one-on-one, ever. Never, ever, ever. There weren't small group coaching calls. Chemistry was my hardest course. I'm sure I would have done a lot better if I had mentorship. And that was at college where you paid huge bucks. Here, it's so personal, it's so one-on-one. And so at the ECommerce Masters program, there is small group coaching available every day, Monday through Friday. I do weekly accountability report reviews, which Candida knows. That's for the members who want to submit their accountability report. It's all fashioned around what you should be doing within your business. What are your quarterly goals? It's all this tracking that you do within your business like a true business professional would do. That's what we're training people to do. And I'm personally reviewing those every week. I don't think that's happening in business college. I went through 4 years of college. There was nothing high touch, nothing. You sat in a classroom and that was it. That was it. So I don't think there's anything to compare to at the level of help and attention to detail. Sometimes there's only 1 or 2 people in a small group coaching call and you're getting one-on-one coaching. I've done it many times with members. We also have our entire training vault, which is enormous. It's like 12 courses. I really want to showcase that Dr. Josie Shepard has been a very big part of our e-commerce business school, and she has 3 automated businesses. And you wonder, really automated? Yeah, we're talking, she has 2 separate Amazon businesses. Don't do that on your own. You must have permission from Amazon. And she runs a full blown shipping center in Southern California that her son in Thailand runs for her. She did that in a 5-year sprint. So the master's program, yeah, it's the masters. And basically that's for people who they know they want a re-career. They know things have shifted and changed. So many things have. And they're looking for a real viable place to move forward with a new career direction. So Candida, you tested the roller skating rink business model. Now you're in e-commerce and it's virtually endless, the opportunity. We have trained in China, by the way, and we have been asked by the Chinese government to train. We didn't come back to do that, but that's also an aspect. My son is a sourcing agent in China, and he created a training manual for how to source from China. We trained at the largest consumer goods trade show in the US, ASD Market Week, twice over. And so in the master's program, it's all the training, but most importantly, we do have customization through our roadmap. And I know, Candida, you've seen so many of these developments since the time that you've been here. You fill out your roadmap. It's a 33-page business manual. We are dead serious about what we're doing here. You know, we're getting you structured and on that path. So that is, that's a very short synopsis, but all to say, I don't know if that we're ever going to do this again, to be perfectly honest. I think it was Curt's idea to give that away because it's a $10,000 value. That's what people pay. And it's worth every penny of it, every penny. So anyways, that's a giveaway that I do not believe will repeat again. Along with Curt, a ticket to the upcoming Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat. We have a retreat as well.
We're going to be giving a ticket away for that this coming Sunday evening, Ann, as promised, and then we'll give another ticket for that at the event. Now, to be eligible for that ticket, you do have to have committed to come to the Trifecta in July. And so you can still do that right now, and you'll be in then the pool of the drawing that we'll have Sunday evening. You have to have committed to come and show that. And then obviously if you're there physically in Minnesota in July, we'll have another drawing for a UBL, and then the big drawing for the ECommerce Masters program there in July. Yeah. So yeah, everybody we've told that, they just, their jaw drops, goes, so yeah, come, we're going to have some fun. So if you have any questions about any of that, you can just right now, if you want to get together, text me, call me. We want to get you going so you're eligible for that drawing. Get to Minnesota and we'll do that. And Candida, there's tons of people giving you lots of kudos on the call, thanking you. Maybe one of the neatest ones here, Ann just interviewed Debbie. She says, Candida, you've inspired me numerous times, and I've always made sure I've had answers in real time in those moments when I've been frozen. Heartfelt gratitude, and can't wait to hug you at Trifecta. Lots of kudos here, Candida.
Oh, that's sweet.
So, Ann?
The link is EVS Trifecta.com. Let me just open up that link. I just want to make sure, double check the link there, because we do have one where people can then select which option. But okay, yeah, those are all the details. And just know that if you want to come just to one day, you can do that. rather than all three, but it's about 90% or better do choose to come to all three and learn all three different methods. That's local retail arbitrage, book flipping profit system, and then lastly, online shopping profit system, which Candida, you do quite well with online shopping profit system. You want to put in a plug for that?
I love online. I live in a very rural area, and people don't realize when I say that we barely got a super Walmart. Like, that's what we have. I don't even think it's open 24 hours. So I don't have a lot of options. But online, I have all the options. And so I source online, and FedEx and UPS, they come to my house every day. And I get I get mounds of boxes, and I love it. And so while I still source, the regular RA, I do probably 80% online.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've seen your posts. I remember when you were it was either ECommerce Funnel Mastery or Trifecta, you placed your order while you were there. And by the time you got home, there was a huge shipment that had arrived, and then off it went. And so I didn't realize it was 80% of your volume is from online shopping profit systems. So it's an outstanding course. And furthermore, people can get the training from Brian to have a VA do all that search for you. But I think you've gotten really good at the search yourself, right?
Yes. I can do it though anytime. I can sit here and watch TV, or I can do it in the morning before the kiddos get up. And I like the flexibility of being able to do it when I want to do it. If the kids are playing outside, I can take my laptop outside and I can source. And I can do it while I'm on vacation. And so then when I come home, I have all these boxes waiting for me, and then just got to get them sent in. So I really do like that model.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So there you have it, folks. Candida started with Shop Your Way to Wealth, learned all the subsequent methods. 80% of her volume is from online shopping profit system. She lives in the boonies, makes it much more convenient. And I've seen your pictures on Facebook where you're by the beach, you're here and you got your laptop out, and they're like, there she is, growing her business. So Coach Curt, we just want to make sure everybody is invited to our upcoming Trifecta. You'll be able to meet Candida. You'll be a part of, we have a pizza party on Friday night. We have a pizza dinner. It's a lot of fun. We do those kind of aspects of it because we want you to be getting to know your other members. And so we help facilitate that. You're going to meet our staff, and you're going to have the certification there, Candida. And we have some awards that we give out to members for their activity and participation in the program, including those who we want to shine a spotlight on, Coach Curt's boot camp members who have done really well. Bring your dog tags, all the boot camp members. That just speaks to the high level touch and mentorship that we have here. I don't know of anyone who does that. Nope, not a boot camp like that, with the accountability, reporting in, getting that support from Coach Curt. So thank you so much, Candida. We really appreciate your time. We're excited for everyone who is going to be joining us. And then on Sunday, we'll keep you all abreast. There'll be a link that you can join us Sunday evening where we will announce, right, Coach Curt? There'll be one member who has committed to coming to Trifecta will get a UBL ticket giveaway. Never done that before. Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat in Estes Park, Colorado, which is in August, by the way, the end of August. So on over to you, Coach Curt, to give it a wrap.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Candida, for all the love, care, and attention you give this community. You deserve the honor you're going to get in Minnesota in a couple weeks, and we rejoice in that. Thank you, Ann, for creating this platform that people can find, exercise, and develop their giftedness to, really real career and find a new path in life. We've got some questions in here. Be happy to talk with any one of you to find the right path for you. It's not a cookie cutter thing. We come alongside you and figure out what's best for you in your timing and in your way. So in light of that, thanks everybody. Any last words, Candida, our honored guest today?
If you can get to Trifecta, I highly encourage you to get there. And I just want to say thanks everyone for all the kind words. And I can't wait to see you guys in a few weeks.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Make it a good day.
Bye, everyone.